If you have wondered if we can build a report in Oracle Fusion without writing a single SQL query, then it is possible with the help of OTBI. In this class, we are going to learn basics of OTBI, what is OTBI, what are the building blocks of OTBI, and also we will see by the end of this class how we can create our very first OTBI report from scratch. Suppose if you are wondering that I already know BI Publisher and why I should be knowing OTBI, then we will be answering your question in this class. Why as a Oracle Fusion consultant you should be knowing both the tools, that is OTBI as well as BI Publisher, and also we will see how OTBI differs from the BI Publisher as well. Here is the quick guide I have created in order to demonstrate today's use case. We will discuss what is OTBI and what are the ways how we can access the OTBI in the Oracle Fusion instance, and basic understanding of the OTBI interface, not in depth. We will cover all these things in depth in the coming classes. Also, we will see what are the key terminologies which you should be aware while working on OTBI. And also, as I told, we will have a quick hands-on and we will build our very first OTBI analysis. So let's get started. First question will come to your mind is, what is OTBI? OTBI is nothing but it stands for Oracle Transactional Business Intelligence. It is the embedded real-time reporting layer which is built into Oracle Fusion Cloud applications, and using this you will be able to access the data in ERP, HCM, SCM and as well as on the CX. What are the key characteristics of OTBI? OTBI will provide the real-time reporting on the transactional data, no overnight data load needed. Also, it is a drag and drop interface and also no SQL or any coding skill required. Also, Oracle has created the pre-built subject areas. Subject areas you can consider like it can be related to the data models what you build in BI Publisher. So Oracle has already created these subject areas or the data models which you can consume. And you are good to consume all the columns whichever you created in the data model. Similar like that, you will be able to add the fields or the columns from the subject areas. Oracle has well organized this across the business domains like the financials, procurement, HCM, etc. Also, you don't have to worry about the security. Whatever Oracle Fusion identity roles are assigned to the user, based on that user will be able to access or view the data using the OTBI. So this is designed for operational day-to-day reporting and the analysis, and also this is upgrade proof. Suppose if there is any changes in the underlying database table structure in Oracle Fusion, then it will automatically adjust and you don't have to worry like how you worry about the data models in the BIP. So Oracle will behind the scene update all the subject area, how they access the data from the tables. So you can think OTBI more like an interactive analysis tool rather than creating a pixel perfect reports. So you can explore the data. Also, you will be able to create the dashboard, monitor the KPIs, so and so forth. Here is the table which I have created in order to show what are the similarities or differences between the OTBI. First and the foremost thing is the targeted user. OTBI is mostly used by the business users as well as by the functional consultants. And there are few customers wherein technical consultants also make use of OTBI because it requires less time and as well as it is upgrade proof, and also all the subject areas are pre-built where we can just drag and drop and your report is ready within the second. So this was regarding the intended users. Coming to the data access, there are pre-built subject areas which we can directly drag and drop or we can subscribe to, unlike the BIP where we write the SQL queries on the database table. It will take hours or days in order to look for the appropriate table and build the SQL query, and it will take time in order to make the SQL query perfect and also tune the SQL. Now the most important thing over here is SQL knowledge is not required while working with OTBI, and BIP requires the SQL knowledge. Coming to the reporting type, OTBI is basically used for the interactive report analysis and for the dashboards, unlike the BIP which is used for the pixel perfect reports. So this is used basically for the transactional data, and this can access the database tables directly as we write the SQL query. And other things are mentioned over here like what could be the output format and how quickly we can build the reports. And coming to the bursting, it's not supported in OTBI, but there are other ways how we can still burst the reports which are created by the OTBI using other methods. And this is upgrade proof, and this requires manual fixes whenever there is a major upgrade in the database structure in the Oracle Fusion. Coming to the most important thing, that is the security. This will manually inherit the Fusion data roles which are assigned to the user. As soon as the user opens the OTBI report, whatever roles are assigned to the user, like the privileges or any custom roles, it will be applicable, and if they have required privilege, they will be able to view the analysis or the data. Coming to BIP, it requires the manual security or writing your custom code into the data model SQL query for adding the security. Here is the quick overview on when to use the OTBI and when to use the BIP. OTBI you need when you need the quick operational reports or dashboards when the time is less or you don't worry about the pixel perfect outputs. Then you can go for the OTBI, and also you can fetch the real-time data using the OTBI, and also this will be used for self-service analysis without IT help. As a functional consultant, you don't have to every time go to your technical consultant and ask them to build the report. And also this could be used for the POC before we actually get into the projects, in order to show to the customer how the data will look like in the Fusion. And once they approve the project, then we can go ahead and build the pixel perfect reports using the BIP. Coming to the BIP, using BIP we can create the pixel perfect formatted outputs like for invoices, payslips, purchase orders, so on and so forth. And this will be useful for statutory or compliance reports. That is what exactly the layouts of BIP will look like. And also we can build the complex SQL queries. Suppose in case if the subject area created by Oracle is not catering to our requirement, then obviously we have to go to BIP and write our own SQL query which can fetch the data from multiple tables. Also, this can support the bursting within the product or the tool itself. And also we can schedule this, and multiple output templates also we can get from the same data. Now there are two ways how we can create our OTBI analysis or the report. That is by using the BI Composer. I will show you in this class itself how we can make use of BI Composer and build our very first OTBI report from scratch. And also we can go for the BI catalog, like how you navigate when you are working on any BIP report. So you can go to the tools, reports and analytics, browse catalog and new analysis. Like how you go for new report or new data model, there will be one more option like new analysis. And then you can subscribe to a subject area and you can work on the editor which is available. So this is the very simplest way how we can work or create the OTBI report, that is by using the BI Composer without even navigating into the catalog. So these are the basic understandings you should have while getting into the OTBI. Like there will be a criteria tab where we will work basically on the columns, adding the filters, and we will add the fields from the subject area whichever we have selected into the report. Coming to the results, here is where we will see the output, add the charts, pivots, format the results, and there is this prompt. We can create the interactive user prompts over here. We can ask user for options, that is if you want to filter based on some value, then it will be act like a prompt, or you can consider this like a select list of value. For example, when we are building a report for the accounts payable invoices, then we can go for the invoice type as the prompt. Coming to the subject area panel, here we will be seeing all the folders and the columns which are available, which we can use on your report. Then comes the columns and the filters. We can add the filtering right into our report. Like suppose if you want to see all the payable invoices which are belonging to a particular business unit or in the particular currency, we can add the filter straight into the report. So these are the basic terms you should remember while working on the BI analysis editor, not the BI composer. So you don't have to worry much. As and when we progress with our classes, we will learn what are those and how we can use them and get familiarized with the same. And here are few key terminologies which you should know, like the subject area, what is analysis, what is dashboard, attributes, measures, filters, prompts, view, folder, my folder, shared folder, custom, and the catalog. And few of them you might already be familiar while you work with the BI publisher, and few we will see in this class or in the coming classes. So this was much about the theory. Now let's get our hands dirty with the practical, and we will create our very first OTBI analysis using the BI Composer. For demonstration purpose, I will be creating a report for accounts payable, and this is the subject area which I will be selecting, and I will add basically the invoice number, supplier name or the party name, business unit name, invoice date, number, and the amount. And also we will add the filter on the invoice status, and then we will see the results. I have logged into my Oracle Fusion instance. In order to go to BI Composer, just click on this navigation menu on the left top corner. Scroll down, click on the tools. Here you have to click on the reports and analytics. Click on this. In order to create our very first OTBI report, what you have to do is you have to click on this create. You have to click on this analysis. Suppose if you click on report, it will take you to the catalog, how you create the BI publisher reports. And also if you click on the browse catalog, again it will take you to the BI catalog. Suppose if you want to make use of BI Composer, then you have to click on create and then click on analysis. I will click on analysis. Here I will be going for the payable invoices. Click on enter. And I will go for the transactional real-time data. Click on this. So almost all the subject areas available over here which you can subscribe to. Subject area, you can remember this like a data model which is built by Oracle. Click on continue. In order to know more about the subject area, whichever you are selecting, you can have a look on the documentation. I'm here in the official documentation page that is for subject areas in OTBI. From the table of content, you have to go to subject area and select the appropriate subject area, whichever you are planning to consume in your report. I will be clicking on this payable invoices, and here if you see, Oracle has documented each and everything which you can expect from this subject area. So once you click on continue, we will be landed into this create analysis. So this is called as BI Composer. You have to expand this. Suppose if it is collapsed, just expand the subject area. Here Oracle has segregated all the data across the folders. Like if you want to fetch the accounting information, it's available over here, or the business unit, the distribution, so on and so forth. For this demonstration, I will be adding the bare minimum thing like the invoice number, supplier name, business unit, and so on and so forth. First and the foremost thing is the business unit name. I will just expand and I will just select this and just click on this arrow. It will add the business unit name over here. Just collapse this. Next, I will expand the invoice details. Again, this folder is having subfolders. Go to the general information. In the general information, we will be having the details for all the invoice level information. So let's first add the supplier name. Scroll down. It's over here, supplier or the party name. Just toggle this like this. Just click on this. And next we were going to add the invoice number. Scroll up under the general information folder. It's over here. Next I will be adding the date and the amount. So in order to add multiple columns, just select multiple. Press Ctrl on your keyboard and select multiple columns, and I will add also the invoice amount. So invoice amount option is available in the different folders. Scroll over here and here you will be having a invoice amount. Just press the Ctrl button on your keyboard. Now together we will toggle this by adding the add column. So it will together add invoice date, number and the amount. So like this you can add multiple columns into the report with this method. Click on next. I will copy this name and I will paste it over here. Coming to the table, I will go for the table recommended. Also we'll see how we can add the graph in the coming sections. Now in order to see the preview, just check mark this preview. It will show the preview over here. We will see the business unit name, the supplier name, the invoice date, invoice number and the invoice amount. So we can style this, like we can change the font, the color, everything of this table, the background, the header, the columns, and also the look and feel of this report we can change. Not like BIP report, but to the minimum extent we can change all those things. So we'll see how we can do in the later classes. Go to next. Here I don't want to change anything. I will keep default as of now. Click on next. Here under the sort and filter, we can add the sorting. Suppose if you want to sort based on the invoice date, like in the descending order of the invoice date, I will show. I'm recording this class on the 16th of June 2026. So I will be seeing the 16th of June 2026 invoice date at the top if I go for descending. So similar like that, we can sort based on the columns, whatever we have added. Coming to the filters, we can add more columns over here. Click on this, or we can select one among the columns. Like if you want to add the filter based on the business unit, I can tell I want to see only those data which belongs to this business unit, that is US1 business unit 1. Suppose if I want to see for business unit 1, and it will tell there are no records. So you have to give appropriate business unit, suppose if you want to filter. In order to add the filter which is based on the column which is not available over here, we can go for the columns. Like here I have shown you that we can add the filter based on invoice status, which is not part of this. Then we can go to the more columns, and here you can search for the column. You can expand the folder from wherever you want to select the field. Like I will go for the general information, and I can select any of the columns from here. Like for example, I want to add the filter on the transaction status. I can click on this and I can tell is equal to, is not equal to, is null, is not null, whatever is the use case, you can add and we can see the results. So like this, we can add the sorting and the filters. So we'll see more about this in the coming classes. Then comes the formatting. We can format based on the invoice number, invoice amount, something like this. We can add the invoice amount, and if you want to color based on the invoice amount, like I will tell if the value is 10,000 and 50,000, so in this range, then I want to mark this in the yellow, that is this one. And if it is less than 10,000, I will go for white, and if it is more than 50,000, then I will go for red color. So like this, if you select, it will tell if it is less than 10,000, it will have white color. If it is in this range, then it will have yellow color, and if it is more than 50k, then it will be in red color. So we can go for advanced formatting in the BI Analysis editor and in the BI Composer. So this is the bare minimum thing you can do. So once you are satisfied with your report, click on next, and here you can provide your report name. I will tell this is the first BI report, BI Composer report, and description also I will give the same. Next, like how we save the BIP report, we can save the same over here. We can go to the customs, you can save under the my folders, or you can go for the customs. Suppose if you are putting this under the custom, you can share this across the team and they will be able to customize it, and also you will be able to consume this report using the SOAP web service. Click on this add folder, and here I will name this as ABC 1010. Click on OK. Our folder is available over here. Currently we don't have any reports. Just select this and we can click on submit. As soon as you click on submit, our report will be saved. Now you might ask, where is our report? Just click on this clear the filter, click on the shared folders, and we have to locate where is our folder. Click on this custom, then we will see our folder, that is we are over here all folder, shared folder and the custom, and here is our folder ABC1010, and here is our report. So you can make this as favorite. Suppose if you make this as favorite, it will be visible on the landing page. Now there are two options available over here. You can view this report or you can edit. And also if you click on more, it will take you to the BI editor. I want to see this report, click on this view. Here I will be able to see my report, and suppose if you want to load more information, you can just click on this arrow and you can see more data over here. And also all the formatting and all, like the sorting based on the invoice date, and also coloring or formatting based on the value or the invoice amount will be visible over here. Click on done. Suppose if you want to edit this report, just click on this and click on edit. You will be able to edit the report. Here you can work on the report once again. Click on cancel. So this is how we can build our very first OTBI report in few seconds or minutes using the BI Composer in Oracle Fusion Cloud applications.